She in. Yeah. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Carolina Panthers. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Mike.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie.
Let's go, B. Big Sears.
Alpha.
Step it up. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Showing up.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Alert.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Brady. Dorsett's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, 66.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Dontari Poe in on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, he's got Lacoste, his tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Hey, watch this.
Hey, check it.
Watch this flag.
Goal 50. Check 50. 72.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Brady in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Brian Burns showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
You draw Corker. Hey, Charlie. Shadow.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Newton. And he's going to go at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack. Newton now to throw. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from... And got his man complete. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You remember me?
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. We're scoreless after one. On first down, Newton. He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10, Newton again. Airing it out for Olsen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case,
looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, alert 3. Tighten up. Slam.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Wide 20.
Check, 59. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a...
Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
First and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on second and long. Newton, well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. All right, CD, let's take a step back. Look at the AFC playoff picture with just 3 weeks to go. Hard to believe. Essentially, I think it's 7 teams for 6 spots right now. The Ravens are in, looking good for the number 1 seed, 11-2, essentially with a 2-game lead over the 10-3 Pats, who they beat in Week 9. And what we got? Chiefs in the West leading right now. Texans currently ahead in the AFC South. How about that wild card picture?
Yeah, how about Buffalo? They had a tough loss at home to Baltimore, but boy, they're playing awfully well, and guess what? They go to New England next week. That game could have big ramifications. And the Steelers, how are they 8-5 on their 3rd, maybe essentially 4th quarterback of the year since they traded Josh Dobbs in preseason? Incredible job Mike Tomlin has done as the head coach there. But the team to keep an eye out for in the AFC South, the Tennessee Titans. They are hot right now, 8-5, and running the heck out of the football with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I mentioned the Texans currently holding the AFC South lead, but they also have that 8-5 record. It's going to be close down the stretch. Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and they move this all the way down to the 9. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
What we got? Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch. Watch the safety creep.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Check.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Going for the deep ball. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. Well, folks, we gave you a glance at the AFC playoff picture. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. Bit of a shakeup because the Niners and the Saints game and then the Seahawks and the Rams. So San Fran back up to the top spot. Then you have the Packers who beat Washington moving up to number 2. The Saints with the loss, try to follow all this. They drop down a spot. But it's a critical one as they lose that first-round bye, and then we're still awaiting resolution on the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC East, CD.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy deal because essentially San Francisco and Seattle have kind of been trading back and forth. And after Sunday night's games, San Francisco holds that spot. But remember, those two play Week 17. It could all be decided then. The Saints have already locked down the NFC South. They're trying to get one of those top 2 seeds, as you mentioned. But the race for these wild cards, Minnesota sitting right there holding the number 6 spot. They're a game ahead of the Rams, who are really hot right now. And the Bears, after whacking the Cowboys last week, they're hanging in there as well.
But as you're alluding to, I mean, Seattle drops from the number 1 seed all the way down to the number 5 seed in one day. Of course, a lot can change in the final 3 weeks.
And just think, a lot of people wondering, how does the NFC East get a home game by winning that division? This is going to be one of those years people will talk about reseeding based on absolute overall record.
Yeah, because it's not out of the question that either the 49ers or the Seahawks could be 13-3 and be a wild card team.
Set. 20. Great. 51
Don't say nothing.
From the red zone now, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike 51. Let's go.
Again, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, as we hit the home stretch of the regular season, just 3 weeks left. Let's look at the slate for Week 15. Some of the more intriguing games. Houston and Tennessee, that's a big one in the AFC South. Rams going to Dallas. Buffalo at Pittsburgh, that's a Sunday night game. And then Charles Davis, he'll be taking his parka to the frozen tundra. You've got Chicago at Green Bay this week.
Certainly do, and I'll take a heck of a lot more than just my parka. I will look like Bib the Michelin Man when it's all said and done. I will be bundled to the gills. A high of 27 expected at kickoff. But let's face it, how much fun will that be? Another historic Bears-Packers game, and a game where the Bears have to have it, and the Packers trying to hold on to the number 2 seed. Houston and Tennessee, so intriguing. Houston just got jumped on by Denver. But these teams will meet twice in the last 3 weeks. A division title may be at stake. The Rams have to win. Dallas can actually afford a loss and still win their division, which sounds crazy. And Buffalo needs a big victory in order to make that New England game possibly mean a division crown. That's going to be fun when they go to Pittsburgh.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Brady now on 1st down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 4. Switch.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Brady gives this to White, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
23 yards, the final tally. Now Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, 45 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White. 78 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to find another down.
Newton and Olsen here with a connection. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
20.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. The quick slant caught.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Kill.
who's going to keep it. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. And they wasted no time, right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now Brady. It's complete. James White. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Brady gives to Michelle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Michelle. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground is Michelle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers. I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.